Well, it may be time to open up to anyone who has a question.
For it in 1967. So for a state in crisis about budgets, how would you intend on paying for something that it's going to cost a lot more now than it did back then?
I think that's more than a fair question. First of all, to just get the legislation on the, or to get it on the ballot for November is not the big cost. The big cost is when you actually have the convention itself. And I know these are only estimates because it really depends. Well worth it. If that means we save money on member items that we've done in the past, we've done $200 million a year for member items for the last, I don't know how many years. And if we can provide money for that, I think we can find $15 million of the current budget for $20 million to do that. And I know it's an expense. This is not something that would be passed on to local governments. It would be taken out of the general fund as it's currently designed.
Listening, it sounds good, except I have in my own back of my own mind, you're asking the political class to give up its power. You're asking the people, the lobbyists, the special interest groups, the people who make all their money from the political class to give up their power. And you're saying that you wanted a convention of the people, which I like the idea. The problem is that all the groups that you're going to go against, from what I can see, by having a legitimate people's constitution, are the groups with all the money. Now, you can say you don't want...
We have an 8-month window to discuss this, and as Americans, we've seen this many times in the past. You open a discussion that gets people's attention. Americans get organized real quick. They get a focus and let's go with this. And this 8-month-long window now is the discussion time. And in the end, in November, if you decide that 8 months hasn't really helped and that you think it's a more dangerous prospect than a good opportunity, then vote no. And the majority will, I assume. And the people have the right to, I think, have that decision-making power in their hands, whether they think they're ready and organized and okay with this. And it's up to them, I think, and it should be.